Onselenduna stolelo wakuchabangu Ibelelihle Ndabezitha Onselenduna uvezo zivezayo Yenukalela azakhase njengengonya Onselenduna ulingani ebelinyewe Onselenduna.
Good morning and welcome to your community talk show radio. That's Henry Prins this morning here again, once again on a Tuesday morning, and we're bringing you inspirational stories in our communities. So on this week's edition, we're going to bring you something different. We're going to bring you something different. We've never had a music producer slash singer slash all director, all in one
slash graphic designer.
Yeah. So yeah, we're bringing you something new, and then also we welcome back Mr. Jerome Rex, singer, actor, songwriter, and the list goes on. Okay, so we had some music from LaSoul that you listen to, some of the men's songs that is just making waves out there. And then also we had Jerome Rex with Man van die Huis en Derek en Nilo met Maak op die Hekke. So ek hoop julle het die musiek geniet en dat jy ingeskakel is en dat jy koffie reg het soos die manne hier in studio. En ja, ons is hier en ons gaan die show nou begin. So ons verwelkom dan award-winning music producer, singer, director, songwriter, LaSoul. He can introduce himself to you guys because I'm just afraid I'm going to say it wrong. Okay. So he can produce him. And also award-winning singer-songwriter, Jerome Rex. So welcome to Radio East River. Good morning, guys. Can you just basically greet our guest? And
yes.
Just say
hello, Radio East River. How are you guys doing today? I'm LaSoul, and this is my first time at Radio East River.
Yes, and welcome.
So I've had a very warm welcome. I found a cup of coffee waiting for me already.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, these guys are organized. This is so nice. So yes, I'm LaSoul. I'm a music producer.
Yeah.
Music video director.
Yes.
Photographer.
Yeah.
And graphic designer. So I do multiple things. Anything multimedia related and entertainment.
Yes.
That's what I do.
Wow.
So the songs that you played earlier were some songs from a wedding compilation.
Okay.
Called what did I call it again? Oh yeah, I called it Ndabezitha.
Oh, okay.
So it's a wedding compilation of songs that I wrote for my loved ones when they were getting married.
Yeah.
So when I got here, you were playing a song called Selenduna. It's like a song celebrating an African wedding.
Yes.
Hence the chants, hence the culture. You felt the
felt
energy.
It,
You know, like, and then the next one that you played was called Last Forever.
Yeah.
It's a song I wrote for my dear friend Nkuli on his wedding.
Yeah.
And so they were so chuffed after I performed it at the wedding that they said for 6 months that's the only song they played in their radio.
Yeah.
They went on a honeymoon overseas, and that's the only song they played for a while. So it touched me so much. I was like, okay, you know what? I need to get this song on radio and stuff. I'm very pleased that you guys are doing that for them. Let their names be heard out there.
Yes. No, that's good. And then Jerome.
Ja, Henry, good morning. Good morning, listeners, luisteraars. Lekker om hier te wees op Radio Eerste Rivier. Jerome Rex, back again. Always lekker to be here. It's always a vibe. LaSoul, let me tell you, nowhere else on a radio station you're going to get a coffee, bruh. Or people going to sort you out with a cup of coffee while you're waiting.
Yeah, I
so,
the name.
Yeah. So it's really fresh to be here and just talk about what we're busy with at the moment and what's been happening. My brother, I really enjoyed the song. I think you must have a warning there when people downloaded that it might cause babies.
That's the idea.
Yeah. Oh, that's the idea. No, the people must just know.
That's the idea.
It's like on the...
If you want to make babies.
Like on the cigarette packets, might cause... Yeah. You need a warning like that. Very smooth, 100%. Man. Very smooth.
Actually, the songs that you play, they actually are available online. If you just search for LaSoul, whether it's Spotify or iTunes, let's search for LaSoul. put Ndabezitha, you'll find all the songs.
Okay.
There. Yeah.
Good, lovely, man. So we greet Adrian Jensen. He's tuned in on our Facebook Live. They say good morning, Henry and guest Vital. And then the legendary Mr. Rex.
ADJ, don't miss.
Brille. Okay, and Jawar is also tuned in, and then we also have Annelien Gali that's also tuned in. Good morning, Brico Blarica, that's Mr. Keister Black. He say Jerome Rex, and then Jawad Jabbar say I say welcome to to the guys Jerome and LaSoul. So. That, and then also Brico on Rika say morning. Okay, guys, so thank you for tuning in. Please share the live. We appreciate your support. Okay, LaSoul, you a Cape Town based producer.
Yes, sir.
And where did you complete your school years?
Okay, so I'm originally from Gauteng. So that's where I came from, and then I came here initially to study at UCT.
Okay.
So yeah, that's how I got stuck in Cape Town.
That's how it goes. Under the mountains.
Yeah, there you go. So
the beach got you.
So I came here to study. I did a Bachelor of Science in Construction Studies. It's got nothing to do with what I'm doing.
Wow.
Now. So I did that degree, and then in my last year, the music production started being a hobby. I was starting to do.
Yeah.
And very serious. And then it started taking off in the sense that I started having people coming to see me at Res when I was at GCT.
Yeah.
Coming to record.
Yeah.
Like I had a simple setup, and people were like quite excited to come and record by me there at GCT.
Wow.
And so it took off that by the end of the year, even though I was done with ECT, I was getting more calls of people saying, hey, I still recording. Where are you recording now?
Yeah.
And then in the next year, I was supposed to start working now in the industry that I studied in and to use my degree. And they were not giving me a job yet. I was like, why are you not giving me a job? But in the meantime, while I'm waiting for the job, I'm getting more and more people calling, say, okay, we need to do some recording. And then I was like, okay, I wonder if I can do this full time. Like, would it pay my bills? You know? And then it was an experiment. I said, okay, let me see if I can do this full time.
Yeah.
And then it started building up and bringing income, and then all of a sudden I was able to pay my rent now. I was able to pay my bills.
Wow.
And I was like, and I was able to do it now more long term.
Yeah.
And then so the first thing I started by doing was only music production. I didn't do all the other things.
Yeah.
So for years I just survived on just music production.
Wow.
And then when I would record songs, I would send them to someone else to do the videos and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So eventually I got a very keen interest on videography, because I was like, okay, let me see if I can figure this out and keep everything within the business.
Yeah.
And so one of the... You see, most people, when they hear I've got a degree from UCT, they say, oh, you're wasting your degree. What did you learn there?
So I was but that's not your passion.
Yeah, no, wait. There's something I learned that I'm using right now while doing my degree.
Yes.
Do you know that? So what I learned there was the ability to figure out something and do it so well that people want to pay you for it. So you see, when you're studying a degree and you've got all these challenges of concepts that you haven't studied before, that you don't know about. You have to dig in deep. You have to sharpen that skill of figuring how to do something and do it very well. So I translated that skill when I started learning how to do the videography, because I learned it on the job. I was like, okay, I like the videography element as well. Let me see how I can do this myself. And I started doing it so well that people wanted to pay me for it.
Nice.
And then so that became another department within the business. So it became music production, and now came the videography. And then I got the interest also to do the photography. I taught myself as well. And then came the graphic design as well. So we do all of that stuff. Like that.
Yo, that's a mouthful, eh?
Wow, respect, man, respect. That's beautiful.
And you started out in a group, or that you guys were singing when you were at school.
Okay, so historically, my music,
your music,
because everything starts from the foundation of music. So the music started from primary school. When I So I was one of those kids. I wasn't the fastest.
Yeah.
I wasn't the coolest. I didn't know how to play the best soccer.
Yeah.
So I needed to find an extramural activity to do in school.
Yes.
And I was like, let me just try out singing.
Yeah.
And the choir master was very strict.
Yeah.
I mean, she had auditions for primary school.
Oh.
And kids who couldn't sing should say no.
Yeah,
and they'll come out crying.
Yeah.
That choir master did not play. She was heavy on quality control.
Yeah.
So I was very nervous on my first audition there. I didn't know if I have what it takes to join the school choir.
Yeah.
But I was surprised that she took me in. I was like, okay, so I'm part of the school choir. So that was my extramural activity now that I was part of. Would travel to other schools. That was now my thing. That's how we started in primary school. But I didn't take it that seriously.
Yeah.
And then in high school, that's when it got a bit more serious. Because in high school, when I arrived at my school, there was this choir which was like singing like Boys to Men harmonies, like a small group kind of like thing, very clean like sounds, and I was quite fascinated.
Yeah.
So they had a bigger version of the group whereby they introduced younger kids into the style of music, and then when they would leave the name of the group still continuing for years and years and years.
Yeah.
So I went there to join in just for fun. Yeah. Just to keep time. Because I knew that's one thing I could do. I got away with it in primary school.
Exactly. Yeah.
But I wasn't very consistent with it.
Yeah.
I would come for practice. One day I wouldn't come. I didn't think it was that important.
Yes.
Until one day, one of the choir leaders, he heard me singing. He actually came just to listen to me closely.
Yes,
oh yeah, before I continue, they also had their own audition process.
Oh, lovely.
So when I passed the audition process, so one of the choir singers, one of the choir leaders, actually, one time he was listening closely to me singing.
Yeah.
And then he was like, okay, you actually have something musically.
Yeah.
Why are you not coming here consistently?
Yeah.
I was like, it's just coming. It's like, this guy cursed me. I'm telling you. No, wait, let me tell you. Like it's just a very random moment. But it changed my whole world.
Wow.
Let me tell you what he said. So he says to me, you need to come here and rehearse all the time. Nice. Stop skipping classes. Yeah. If you don't do that, you're gonna have bad luck for the rest of your life.
Wow. Wow. Wow.
Imagine a 14-year-old kid.
Wow.
I don't know where this guy got this from.
That is gold.
So I was like, oh damn, I don't want to have bad luck for the rest of my life.
I must smile.
I must take this seriously.
Yeah.
So I started taking it seriously. I took it seriously to the point that by the time the rest of the choir, the rest of the choir leaders had left, they left me in charge of the choir.
Yes,
I was now the choir chorister.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's how good I'd gotten. I was now the one telling whose part needs to be like what.
Yes.
Giving the key and all those kind of things.
Yeah.
And now I was really involved. And then by the time I got to my senior year, we even had our own small group called Blaze.
Yeah.
And we were very competitive. We had big egos as well.
Was that like a Boys to Men vibe?
Boys to Men SZ vibe.
Nice.
But doing gospel. And we even had a guy who had like was singing Jamaican patois. So we'd have like a reggae feel to our and so we're very competitive. We're going all over the place competing, and we're winning competitions. And we did something which was quite crazy, which no one at our school had ever gotten to achieve. We started getting fan mail addressed to our school, to our group.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying?
Respect, right?
So we're really like reaching like celebrity status. Even the local paper was writing about us, so it was quite cool.
Nice. Wow, that's
so that was usually people have got certain highs in their life that you can think of. Okay, what is a moment in your life that you feel very proud of yourself? That you feel like, wow, you see, it's like when we win the World Cup.
Yeah,
you have that moment. You get like, you did it. You're proud of yourself. That's what I'm saying. I had that moment there when we won another big competition with our school. Because now that competition was so hard because it's like we're competing against ourselves. We had people who used to sing with us, who who had gone to other schools.
Okay.
Yeah.
And they were just as good.
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
they came to compete with us in another competition, and we won that competition, and that was very tough.
Yeah.
So that was one moment that we felt like we felt like we won the World Cup of singing, you know. So that's I hold that dear as one of my very proudest moment in my life when we won that competition. Another second very proudest moment in my life was when I was part of a big movie. It was a collaboration between Hollywood and South Africa. It came out in 2013 called a movie called Khumba. You might have seen it. One with the zebra.
I remember. The animated one. Yes.
So guess what? I'm the first voice you hear in that movie.
Stop it! This guy.
So when the movie starts, there's a chant like which in my language is like we're eating a certain fruit. It's like when the white people found that fruit, they called it an African chewing gum. You know, because you chew it like a chewing gum. It's quite sweet, but then you have to spit it out. So I had to make that chant there, and I sang the opening song. So when we went for the premiere, and we were the first ones to see the movie, and we were all special, and I was meeting other musicians like Lois Obala.
What an experience!
So that was another very, very proud moment. So I usually put those moments together, even though it's different parts of my life. One was back in high school, one was now when I started my industry in music, and I had that moment. So it's good to always reflect to that, because that means that you can always recreate another moment for yourself. You're chasing another big moment that you can be really proud of yourself.
Exactly. That is, guys, I must say, this man is amazing, eh? So you must follow him on all social platforms. LaSoul, you will get him there. I think LaSoul Productions, LaSoul Studios.
Yeah, if you just put LaSoul Studio, you find me.
Put that in, and you will find him. What's it? Milali Menzi say LaSoul. Wow, flames. Andre Fransman saying lovely stuff. Keep it up. Alistair Jeff, they say good morning, guys. Thank you very much, guys, for tuning in on our Facebook Live. We do appreciate that. I know of simple videos that was put on TikTok and went viral. So get your material out there. Now a guy like LaSoul looking through TikTok, scrolling, wow, this person's got talent. Let me reach out to this person.
So usually I don't reach out to people, they reach out to me.
Don't get it twisted.
So back to what you were saying, because you were saying you started also with a simple setup. I also started with a simple setup, but just as I didn't even have a condenser. I had a little,
like a dynamic mic.
No, not even a dynamic mic. Those little computer microphones, you know, those little white ones. So, but the idea is the barriers to entry is very low.
It's low.
So there's not as much barriers. Whatever you want to do, you can start somewhere.
As long as you start.
Yes, as long as you start. But at some point in time, if you see that you are getting, there's a cap to the quality that you can get. This is when you come to us. We are not hard to find. Like you said, find me on social media, LaSoul Studios, Instagram, Facebook, whatever, LaSoul Studio, you find us there. I can even give out my number if anyone is actually interested. There's an artist out there who's thinking, okay, you know what, I want to do some music, I want to do it seriously, I want to shoot a music video. They can contact me as well. Like I can give out my number now. It's 083 470 7840. I'll repeat it. 083 470-7840. So this is for artists who actually want to start some music, or maybe someone who's already got the music done. They need some visuals that will be approved for TV, because it's not hard to shoot visuals. But what's harder is to get the visuals that get approved for TV.
Broadcast quality.
Broadcast quality.
Which is taking me to my next question, LaSoul. Where can people see your material on TV? Where can they see it?
Trace Channel O.
I love it.
Love it.
Have you been to my Instagram?
Yes. I've seen it.
There is a clip of one of the videos.
Dope. I'm gonna check it out.
So it took me a while to get there, because remember, I didn't study videography. I had to teach myself, and YouTube is a very good teacher as well. My first videos, I was so excited that I'm shooting a video. I'll send them. They never approved them.
Yeah.
No, not quality enough.
Yeah.
And they're good ideas, but there's certain quality and criteria that they're looking for when they're taking stuff for TV.
Yeah.
You need to be at least at par with what is there. So I had to
to the drawing board.
I had to go back to the drawing board.
Yeah.
I had to start hiring equipment.
Yeah.
Because initially I was just using simple DSLR, whatever I could find.
Yes, definitely.
And then I was like, okay, I need to hire equipment. I need to upgrade on my quality. I need to actually understand cinematography much better. I need to shoot my music videos like it's a movie. You know, I need to take it that seriously. And then only then I managed to crack it, and now they started approving my videos. I was like, okay, fine.
But that's the learning also, because they will tell you it needs to be so many frames per second, it needs to be this compression. And that's how you learn to get there.
Yeah, but sometimes they'll ignore you.
Sometimes they will also, let's not fool the listeners.
Sometimes they won't tell you. And
Yeah.
you'll be like, but what's wrong? I thought my video was good. They'll just ignore you. Because they're like, they just expect you to know.
On to the next one. But they got hundreds of submissions.
So most of the time they'll just ignore you. You have to go back to the drawing board and be like, okay, you know what, let me watch TV. What is it that I missed? You get lucky if they tell you, because at least you can fix something. But half the time they just keep quiet.
And how did you feel when you saw your first music video coming up on Trace?
It was a very proud moment. It was,
Sitting back there and looking at it, pumping up the volume and saying, here we go.
It's a very proud moment, because it also helps the artist, you know. Because I remember one video of one artist. He was a new artist. He had released it, and it was sitting on 100 views. No one knew him. So, but the moment he played on channel, all his views just shot up to 20,000.
Awesome.
Within a month, they just shot up, because now people were able to find him. Now his streams got up. So it's like the people make music need to understand that music videos is essential nowadays. Because people cannot engage with you as an artist without seeing you.
Exactly.
And that way it helps market the actual song. There used to be a time before when you'd release a song and releasing the audio alone was enough. But we're at a stage now where people get bored very easily. They're on to the next thing. There's YouTube. So you need a little bit more to engage them. Which is where having a music video and stuff like that helps you like quite a lot.
Lovely, man. Guys, let me just go here to our Facebook Live. Alistair Jeff, they say, nice to see you, Jerome, buddy. Kayla represent.
Oh, Alistair.
Then Kevin Hendrik say, one time LaSoul, Royal King, you in my neck of woods, brother. Also got a comment here from Kelly, Kels95 say, LaSoul is the thing in Cape Town. Good work and quality. I can't wait to work with you guys on the next project.
Lovely.
LaSoul, brother, what is that, man?
Looking forward to it.
Okay.
You know, be smart about why you are putting things out there. Music videos, there's a place for that. Spotify, there's a place for that. But understand why you are doing a thing. Don't spend money and time and then it's out and you're disappointed because you didn't understand the purpose behind it. And guys like LaSoul, they can fill you in. They can explain what the purpose, what the intent is behind the thing and what it can do for your career.
I think based on what you were just saying already, it's very important also to try and get on playlists. Because to get as many plays and stuff like that,
to get new people discovering your music, to get more plays.
So find a way of getting on playlists and stuff like that. But very important, even before you start releasing music, just do some quality control, because no one is going to buy something that the quality is not right. So so if say you've got a song, maybe you can even send it to us, maybe just for mixing and mastering. You've got everything sorted, but at least just make sure that the quality is right for radio. And then it's easier for people to buy something and refer someone to say, okay, check out this artist. If there's something interesting about it. And which back also on the point of the music videos, because it creates that kind of engagement that you need.
No, you said earlier, Henry, about putting stuff out. It's so important, but putting stuff out is the most difficult thing in the world for a creative to do, because we're afraid of the 8 views. We're afraid of the 15 views and the 0 comments, because you're going to be embarrassed for that. But that's how you get to the next stage. It's how you get to the next level. It's how you understand filmography. It's how you understand the culture in YouTube, the culture on TikTok.
Also, Jerome, that content is not for everyone. So I might scroll past, but LaSoul might see it and say, but listen, there's something here. Let me go check what is this. So put it out.
Also, very important to invest in your craft. Lots of people out there are looking for handouts. Like, no one is going to come and invest in you until you've invested in yourself.
Exactly.
Like people still in the mentality of back in the days when someone will come and rescue you, or you got discovered by a record company, and it's not like that anymore.
No one gets discovered anymore.
You need to invest in yourself until you start popping. And then managers and record companies will be interested in you when you're already popping.
That's what they want. They're looking for a sure thing. Do you have a built-in following? Do you have people already?
There's no more time to groom and
no one is grooming anyone. People just want something that is already ready. If maybe you're already popping on TikTok, whatever, and you've got already an audience of people following you, then they're like, okay, this guy has got something here that we can use. Then that's because I get lots of people contacting me sometimes. Saying, LaSoul, I'm looking for a manager. I'm like, no manager is gonna want you at this stage.
What must they manage? What is there to manage?
Like work on yourself, invest in your craft. You're gonna lose some money. You're gonna plant, because music is like planting. You plant for some time like a farmer, and then you wait until the crops are ready, and you're gonna start reaping the rewards. At some point in time, you'll be sleeping, and your music will be working for you, give you some royalties and stuff like that. But you need to plan for some time before you see anything. So people are lazy to do the planning part. People don't want to sacrifice on investing. Spend money on your music. Invest in yourself. If you need to get some singing classes, get the singing classes. If you need to get a choreographer, get that choreographer. If you need to maybe pay some TikTokers to help get your song popping, do that.
And also, I think, try and become not just enough about everything. So that people can't do you in, you know? Know just enough about videography so that when the photographer is there, you can tell him, listen, I don't know, man. Can you do this? Can you make some changes there? Know just enough about music production, about mixing and mastering. I'm not saying become an expert in it, but know enough so that when somebody comes and they tell you, look here, the song is going to take me 6 months to produce, man. You must, and you can give me so much a month. And then,
no, I get you.
Because it's wild out there. Like people are trying to do you in, or
I get you. But this is where you stop with people who don't have a reputation. You approach people that you already know is a sure thing. Because when you know it's a sure thing, as an artist, you can lay back. You can relax. Even me. If I'm to go to someone and I know a lot about videography and photography, I'll only go to, but I can't always direct my own videos. So at some point in time, I'll have to say to another director, you know what, direct my video. But I'm going to lay back. There is a time to lay back to say, okay, you know what, let me lay back the seat. I trust your judgment. I trust your judgment. I've seen your work. I've seen what your work can do. Let me lay back and let your work do the speaking, and then I can like, you know.
Another difficult thing. Because as independent artists, you know, you do everything, and now you get so used to doing everything, you can't let go. So I love what you're saying there is when you've outsourced the thing, learn also to release it to that person and trust them.
Because don't approach anyone whose reputation you don't like, whose work you don't like. It's like this. We can even take it back to the social things. It's like a man-woman dynamic, right? Maybe a woman says, I can't follow a man. I'm not going to submit to a man. That's the example, right? But why did you select a man whose leadership you cannot trust? So
this guy.
Select a man whose leadership you trust, so it's easy for you to let go and let him lead.
This is Mr. Baby making music here, giving us the keys here.
Lovely. Thank you for that. Respect.
Nkuli ntombi yami namhla kushaduka ula ngithi thatha kabula.
There we go. Welcome back. And we unfortunately had to say goodbye to Jerome Rex. But thank you for everyone that's still here with us. This is your community talk show with Henry Prins every Tuesday from 9 a.m. till 10:30. And like I said before, we are chatting to LaSoul, one of the award-winning music producers, songwriter, videographer, you name it. And it's a long list. And I mean, this man made his breakthrough from school days. I mean, he's been popular already. Like he said, they started a boy band and they were doing their things and they got fan mails at school, which we never got. I mean, but then again, if you're good, you're good. So
I like that one. If you're good, you know they say it ain't breaking if it's true.
Yes. Okay, so LaSoul, just in short, just take us through the two singles which you have released in 2022.
Okay.
And also, which there was also an EP which I thought came out.
Yeah, okay. So let me first start by talking about the song that just played now.
Okay.
That song was written for my brother.
Yes.
I have only one brother. My father has 4 girls and 2 boys.
Okay.
So it took him a while to get boys because he had girls in a row.
Yeah.
4, like go.
But he never gave up.
Yeah. But he never gave up.
You want this?
Yeah. You know how in our
Somebody
culture,
to carry the name.
not even in our culture.
Yeah.
Every man wants to have a boy.
Yeah.
Because at least the boy helps continue your lineage and your family
legacy,
name and all that stuff.
Yeah.
So my dad never gave up, and he got me as his first boy.
Yeah.
And clearly they got the formula right because they got my own brother as well.
Yeah.
So I wrote this for his wedding to bless it. So it's a thing that I do, that I've been doing for some time, that when someone that I love is getting married, I write a song to dedicate to them, and sometimes I perform it there if I'm there. Sometimes I send it there. It's just my way of gifting people. I've also started doing that for other people that I don't even know. So if maybe you're getting married and you need a soundtrack for your wedding, we can figure out something. Okay, so back to your question, because you're asking about the singles.
Yes.
And the EP. So the singles, I have a single called The Rain. I believe you're still gonna play it later. So this song that you just played now and the other ones that you played previously, which was Nselenduna and Last Forever, are all part of one EP of wedding songs.
Yes.
So I put an EP together of 5 wedding songs that I wrote for people.
Nice.
So it's called Ndabezitha. If you just search for LaSoul Ndabezitha, actually, cool little story about the EP Ndabezitha. One of the songs got featured on a popular TV show called The Wife. Have you heard of The Wife?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So it got featured on when the scene when they were preparing for the wedding. So they played it there when we were getting ready for the wedding. So
you see, sometimes you watch these TV shows and things, but then you don't realize who the person who's singing the music or who's doing the theme song. But once you get to meet the person, then he says, okay, but I did hear that. So that's sometimes the case.
So a bit about Nselenduna. I was commissioned by my aunt to write the song for her. She was celebrating their anniversary with my uncle.
Okay.
And so it was a really fun project because it was a surprise to him. She did it as a gift to him.
Okay.
Yeah, so they're based overseas, and then she's like, okay, I want a song that celebrates us and also a present to him. He doesn't know I'm doing it for him.
Yes.
So he was so chuffed. Apparently, within a week, he bought a new car. So this is to my aunt Lindani out there. Hence, that's how the song Nduna came about.
Okay.
And then the one that you just heard now, like I said, is called Tata Kabula. That one was for my brother, and the one that you played earlier is called Last Forever, dedicated to my friend Nkuli.
Okay.
So, and then the other single that I released was called Thembelihle. I don't know whether we'll have time to play that one as well, but I know at least we'll play The Rain. Yeah.
Yes, definitely. So, LaSoul, can you say any mentors or role models that have influenced you?
That's a very good question. I was looking for that actually. like for instance, when I started to produce, I was looking for that.
Yeah.
But I couldn't find it.
Yeah.
I couldn't find it. It's very hard to find that, especially here.
Yes.
Where it's still a growing industry. It was not popping at the time when I started to be a music producer. It didn't even cross my mind that that's a career path I could have chosen. Yeah. I just thought producing was for other random weird people, not me. So I couldn't find any mentors. I had to figure it out myself on the way. Yeah. But now we are there for the new generation. If you're actually trying to figure this out, I do give lessons as well. I do give like some kind of mentorship and stuff like that. So, but I would look up to people overseas like Babyface. You know, people like Scott Storch. People like Timbaland. I didn't have any immediate people close to me that I could say, okay, I'm finding direct mentorship. I had to look overseas to see how the other people are doing it over there.
Okay, lovely. And then what are the qualities and skills needed to excel in your field?
Okay. So firstly, the foundation should be your God-given creativity and vocal ability if say you want to be a singer or writing ability if say you want to be a rapper or, you know, that kind of a thing. So that's the foundation. There has to be some talent. There has to be something unique that you're bringing.
Yes.
You understand? So once that foundation is there, then there's skills that you sharpen. Wow. So even a vocalist goes for singing lessons. So you sharpen that skill.
Exactly.
Even a creative needs to understand engineering, because even me, when I started, all I had was just creativity. My mixes were all over the place. Wow. I didn't have good mixes. There was no balance in my mixes. I'd put too much bass because I was excited. The bass used to bang.
I think everybody was like that. Even in your car, you need to turn up the bass.
But I'd overdo it. I'd overdo it. So now I had to learn how to put it in moderation.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So that's understanding mixing and understanding the overall mix. So those are the skills that you sharpen, understanding the overall mix. And a very important skill is the ability to figure out something. Exactly. Because you'll be problem solving. Especially when it comes to shoots. Because I've noticed that in my video shoots, sometimes some things don't go according to plan. So you need to stay like water. Just flow, be dynamic, flow, and know how to work with the situation as it is.
Exactly.
Like for instance, there was a shoot that we had planned, and at these outside locations that I scouted. They were very beautiful. I was like, okay, we're gonna shoot today. All the locations we're gonna go to. It started raining.
Wow.
It started raining. Can't shoot outside anymore. So what do? I had to quickly book a place. Book a studio. We're like, okay, this shoot changes from being an outside shoot. We're gonna be shooting inside now. We're gonna use a white background and all those kind of things. Make it fun. Either way, and it still worked out. So that's the thing. That's the skill of being dynamic. There is a saying that Bruce Lee made. He said, "Be like water, my friend. Be formless." So meaning that go with the flow. Wherever the flow goes, you go with it.
that is taking me back now to what somebody said to the GM at Lord Charles Hotel. Be like water, my friend. So this is taking me back to that now. Okay, so LaSoul, in terms of artists that you have worked with, can you name a few big names that you have produced for?
So the biggest name out of because people always ask that question. The biggest name that I've worked with is not even South African. Is Tanzanian. And people who come from the Tanzania region, they'll know who I'm talking about. I'm talking about Diamond Platnumz. You might have heard about him. Have you heard about him?
Diamond. So
he's
a big name.
He's the biggest guy I've recorded. And at that time, he wasn't that big when I recorded him. I didn't even bother taking a picture with him. I was just like, hey, how are you doing? Oh, you want to sing? I even banned him from using his phone as my studio. I had these crazy rules at that time. Like, when you come to the studio, leave your phone, put your phone down. And then he came there, he's like, I want to use my phone. I said, no, Diamond, put down your phone. We're recording now.
Yes.
He followed my rules. So that's the biggest artist because right now he's blowing up everywhere. He's done songs with Omarion, he's done songs with Neo. He's doing all sorts of these big songs with international artists and doing songs with Davido. So
I was just gonna say he's almost as big as Davido was.
He's literally like if you think top 5 who are the biggest artists in Africa, he's definitely in the top 5.
Yes.
So that's the biggest artist I've actually recorded. I even still have the session at my studio, the raw vocal session, because when I tell people they don't believe me, they're like, really, you work with Diamond? I'm like, yeah. And then I play them the raw vocal with no mixing. They're like, that's really him. Another big artist that I've worked with is Nokwazi Dlamini. She's been featured in a lot of big tracks with Oscar, Skido. Yes. So that's another big one, and I actually like having her come because she flew from Joburg to come to Cape Town for the project that we're doing. So having her come inspired me to actually start a YouTube channel. So I was like, okay, she's gonna be my first
protege.
It's gonna be my first subject for content. So I literally have a video of her on my YouTube. If you just search for LaSoul Studio on YouTube, you'll see a video of like LaSoul Studio reactions, and you're gonna see Nokwazi there. And she was blown away. She had a really cool reaction. She's got a larger than life personality. You know what I'm saying? So she had like really, really good energy, and I had a lot of fun working with her.
And also the legend's daughter that you have worked with, Dube.
Oh yeah. So so Lucky Dube's daughter. So I've never met with Nkuli Dube. It was all electronic. So I'm an engineer now, whereby some people even send me stuff to engineer. So the song with Lucky Dube's daughter was like a project collaboration with one of the artists I've been working with for a long time. Called NC Dread. He's a dancehall and reggae artist. So they had a collaboration. I recorded NC Dread. She recorded her part in Joburg. They sent the files to me. I mixed and mastered it.
Wow.
And I did the same for another project also with another lady called Say Shay. She was managed by Beyonce's father as well. She's like a big artist in Nigeria. It was another collaboration with NC Dread. They sent me the files. I mixed and mastered the final version of the song. And another big one is another artist from Ghana, I believe, called Shatta Wale. He is featured on a project by Beyonce. He's featured on one of Beyonce's albums. I think her last album or something like that. He's featured there.
Them love the ickies. Them say me style crazy. I mean, man like a snake, so me bite every titty. See me run every city. I mean.